howdy folks, it is Diecastbuffet here again, and today we have a very cool 2022 Chevrolet Next Gen Reveal test car. Now this is not really a test car, it's more or less just a show car that they used at the Next Gen unveiling, May 5th, 2021. And this is the Chevrolet Camaro equivalent of it. They made one for the Ford and for the Toyota Camry, and this is from the Nascar Authentics bonus wave, the Next Gen test car wave. As the time of this video, who knows if they'll ever make another Next Gen wave, who knows, but this is the card back. This is the same pretty much card back for all of, I think it's 10 individual cars, which is unprecedented for a NASCAR Authentics wave. I think it's been ages since we've had 10 individual pieces, but regardless, there's no preview artwork, and this whole, the front fascia and the designs are pretty much generic. The only thing that's kind of different is this card right here. If it's a Ford, it has a Ford one, obviously. And without further ado, let's go and get it out of the box. Alrighty, folks, right out of the good old box, and check out this diecast here. This is so cool. Usually I don't like to review the test cars or the stuff that's not actually ran in a sanctioned Cup Series race or whatnot. But this is such a really cool piece. We never got the unveiling cars for the next gen, or Gen 6, I should say, back in 2013 and late 2012. So it's really cool to actually get these. This is very reminiscent of 2001 when the Dodges were coming on board. They had like the Dodge test cars, the Dodge show car. Because for the fans out there who didn't know, Dodge disappeared for a long time in the sport. When they came back in 01, it was such a huge deal. I feel that same vibe with the next gen, and this is the Chevrolet Camaro equivalent of it. So it's really cool here, and it might be tough to see, but the hood right here, the roof, and the trunk all have this kind of a very almost like a hidden American flag pattern. You can see the stars are right here in the top left corner, and the stripes, if it would be red, white, and blue, but instead if it's like a dark gray and a black background. Very modern, very sleek, kind of gives you kind of a military vibe to it. Regardless, you go to the front end of the car here, and the base color of the car is just a simple white paint job, a little bit of a hair there. Not sure if that's from the diecast or what, but here's the front valence of the diecast here. No contingencies. Again, it is a straight up show car. But I just look at the body lines of these next gen Chevrolet Camaros, man. I'm telling you, this is the best out of all three of them: the Ford, Toyota, and Chevrolet. The Camaro to me represents. It's almost an identical match to the actual real Camaro. The way that the back ends work with the spoiler, the way the side windows are, and the way these the rear fenders, the way they're kind of flared out. I mean, it's like a 10 out of 10 match to a Chevrolet Camaro. That's exactly how they look. And in the front end kind of being a little bit more flat, a little bit more timid. I'm telling you, man, these are just, it reminds me of like a Trans Am car, right? You just put ground effects and an aero kit on a production car, and there you go. That's what it kind of reminds me of. Anyways, let's go to the left side of this diecast, and this is a exclusive to the NASCAR Authentics line. You can't get it in the Gold Series, but for all your Gold Series diecast needs, make sure to check out that promo code down below, and you can save a whole bunch on shipping, guys. Shipping costs continue to go up, so saving on shipping is a very important thing. Check out the promo code, use code Diecastbuffet over there at Circle B Diecast. Make sure to use that, fellas. Love the channel and you want to help support it, I would greatly appreciate it for any orders $30 or more. But I love the wheels on this thing, man. Just the next gen wheels, they don't feel like, I don't know, they feel like a sports car, a street car, a tuner. It does not feel like a stock car wheel. It's because usually they have the deep dish wheels, whether they're painted or not. That would vary, but these truly feel like a sports car wheel. And the whole bottom valence of the car, it is the light gray plastic. There is not much detail to it, but truth be told, this is 100% accurate. This is exactly how the real Cup cars are. So we might want to say it's plain, it's a cost-cutting measure. It's actually not. This is exactly what a real Cup car has. If you don't believe me, you could check out the Harrison Burton flip. But anyways, there's no contingencies. There's no name rail, nothing like that. However, the paint job is incredible. It's a white, kind of, transitions to a gray, kind of a checkered flag pattern with some very nice graphics. The whole back end of the car, the whole tail end is very kind of a smoky, kind of a dark, black paint job or decal effects. Really cool. Then you have the Chevrolet bow tie. And this is how they should have done the test car for the 5 team. Check this out. This is how your test car could look, and it would look amazing. This is not how you do a test car, guys. Look, like it looks like they took a few logos and threw it on a freaking a 5 car and called it a day. Like, couldn't they just copy and pasted this and said, "Yep, this is gonna be the Hendrick test car"? I'm just saying, like, the difference is unbelievable. I know it's just a test car. They throw white primer on it and just go run. Or it's not actually paint anymore. But you get what I'm trying to say. It's very straightforward, but I love this. Very, very cool. Z01 Next Gen. You go to the back end of the car, and this is also a look at the fuel door real quick without the American ethanol ring. You go to the back end of the car, and I mean, just check this out. This is so cool. So you have the orange-colored Chevrolet bow tie there with a pop rivet design on the spoiler. Very, very nice. You can see a little bit of a light gray, kind of a three-dimensional pattern around the Camaro portion. I will say, though, the light gray diffusers are going to be kind of a bugaboo because, I don't know, they stick out so much. So I don't really like that. Because, like, if you look at everyone else on the car, you can't really see the ground effects or the bottom of the car. But when you see that rear diffuser, it really sticks out. Because on the real car, it's, like, extremely dark gray or it's just black because it's, like, carbon fiber and whatnot. So that's one thing that I don't like, which, honestly, it's kind of another reason why the Gold Series is, you know, my favorite product out of the two, because the Gold Series has that painted interior, and especially with these next-gen cars, the interior, the bottom, I should say, not the interior, is more noticeable. But I love this paint scheme. Really, really cool. It does go across the hood. You can see kind of how the American flag kind of wraps over the fender. And once you get over here on the roof, no numbers, nothing like that. And then you go over here to the deck lid, and the deck lid's a little bit wonky jaw here. You could see how the stripe is not exactly potent. And you can't make the excuse anymore that one side of the car is different than the other because the cars are asymmetrical. So the right side is identical to the left side in terms of body design, which, truth be told, I've always wanted the stock cars to have that because, to me, it just looks really cool. But yeah, really, really nice. And then you have the Chevrolet Camaro on the spoiler, which I would not be opposed to them putting decals like this on the spoiler. If that means we can get the middle number placement back, if we can just put some sort of, you know, sponsor location on the spoiler. Because, I mean, if it's a clear spoiler, or actually, it really doesn't matter if it is a clear spoiler or not. They have cameras in the car now. So, I mean, truth be told, they could put a gigantic spoiler and they'll be able to see perfectly fine with the camera back here. But, yeah, I do kind of like that. It looks pretty cool. One little oopsie-doo I see right here on the hood is kind of a glue or some type of smudge. I think it will shake off, but yeah, it does come off right there, so that's fine. All in all, though, this is an incredible diecast. Do I recommend it? Well, I got to be honest with you guys. If I could pick up this diecast here, or two of the next-gen test cars, I'm going to take a look at the card here real quickly, or would I pick up a Gold Series piece? I recommend picking up the Gold Series piece, and for one reason, and one reason only. Because years from now, you're probably not going to be so enthusiastic about a test car. I mean, let's just be honest. The test cars from the 2000s, or possibly some from the early 2010s, no one really collects those, right? So years from now, you're probably not going to be enthusiastic about this piece. However, if you have a Kurt Busch or a Chase Elliott or whoever wins the championship for 2022, if you have a diecast from that season, you're going to feel a little bit more enthusiastic years from now having that in your collection. So I'm saying for short term, go for the next-gen test cars. But if you're a long-term collector like myself, I would just get the normal Gold Series stuff because I feel like it would be more worthwhile down the road. So here's the little card piece that comes with it, the free card or accessory, if you will. I like this pattern, very, very cool. Reminds me a lot of the video games and stuff, how, you know, they have these, you know, the design and they lay over the colors and all kinds of stuff, the polygons, if you will. Really, really cool. So here's the back end of it. This actually has wording to it. So it says the stars of the NASCAR Cup Series took to the track in the fall of 2021 to put the 2022 next-gen car through its paces. The September multi-day test at Daytona International Speedway was the first chance NASCAR had to see how multiple next-gen cars would perform on a super speedway. Then in October of 21 on the Roval at Charlotte Motor Speedway, 21 cars took to the first organized test, or organizational test. There we go. We're using big words here, fellas. Giving the teams the chance to tune on the new model. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool little piece. Again, it's just, I don't know, man. It's cool right now, but I just feel like long term, it's not going to be. You know what I'm saying? This is a product that people are going to be hyped about right now. But years from now, I got to be honest with you guys, not a lot of people are going to be hooting and hollering over it. So it's a great donor car, right? It's a great donor car if you need some, you know, if you have a diecast series or you're just wanting to enhance your collection. This is the perfect opportunity for you because you can get a lot of good pieces at the cheapest price possible right now. Think about it. The next-gen cars just came out. Odds are they're not going to be that cheap at the Black Friday sale at the Circle B Diecast whenever they have their Black Friday sale. I mean, they could be $5 a pop. I have no idea. It depends how many they have in stock as well. But let's just say for all intents and purposes, they don't have a massive Black Friday sale. None of the Diecast people do. Your best bet still might just be the NASCAR Authentics. They could have them for $3 a pop. I have no idea. They always surprise us over there. That's why I love Circle B. So who knows? You know, time will tell on that. But right now, if you're just needing donors, I would go with these test cars, man. There's a lot of them starting to be restocked right now as of the time of this video. So make sure to, if you see it, if you need a donor car, go ahead and pick it up. But hey, man, if you're on a limited budget, I would wait and get the Gold Series one or versions of whatever driver you're looking for. And that way it'd be a little bit more worthwhile long term. So anyways, thank you all again for watching the video. If you can, please give it a huge thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. That's all for now. Diecastbuffet, signing off.